Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and today I have a Country Craft Creations design team project to share with you, as well as at the end I'll show you how I put these together. But if you did not see in one of my haul videos, I showed these brand new pretty pink Posh stamp and die sets that I picked up from Country Craft Creations. And I haven't used the birthday numbers yet, but I'm hoping to do so soon. So I will have those set aside to do on another project. And this one I used the birthday fringe. Where is it? The fringe present. I'm trying to see what this, oh, it says dual-sided. The fringe present. So it looks like this. So there is an extra set inside. So you get all these pieces. And now stay with me because I'm going to show you some of the things I make, but then I also give you some ideas of how you can use these for other things other than just, you know, the present die. And then I also used the Let's Party shadow die. That's this set here. And I love these, and excuse the black ink I used on these, stained it of course. The Upright Greetings birthday stamp set. I just think this is so cool to have in your stash, just a different way to do the sentiments versus horizontal. So I'm going to show you just a variety of ways that I put these together. I did start crafting on these like, I don't know, a week ago, and I was supposed to have the tutorial done. I kept crafting, making different versions, and then it's just taken me a minute to do the tutorial. So the first one I have here is the card set, or this card set. This one I did glitter cardstock. I did use foam underneath the bow and foam underneath the actual main piece here, which I think is 3 3/4 by 3 is what I cut my foam to, and then I just glued it to the back of this once I had all my layers done. And for the bow, I just cut the bow out twice, one out of glitter cardstock and then one out of foam. And then the little strip, again, you'll see at the end how I use these just in different ways. So I used the strip going across here. You could use the bow on any project. Doesn't have to be anything, doesn't have to do anything with this. It could be any project, any mini album, anything. You can use this bow. I did the shadow words, Let's Party, and then just added some bling. Everything I used was from my scrap bin. The pattern paper was from scraps, all scraps. I just wanted to play with my scraps, see what I can use up. These are perfect for those little strips of scrap. And you can come back and add like more layers, so you can have this piece here, but cut it, you know, shorter if you want to add another layer in there. So like I said, there's a variety of ways you can use this. I don't necessarily love all the pattern paper I picked, but again, it was just from my scrap bin. And I just wanted to see like different elements on here. So on this one, I left the inside blank for now. And these are all standard A2 size card bases. Then here is the blue one. This is no glitter cardstock, the little ribbon going down the box. I added some bling to the top from my stash, some little bling here. And then the Let's Party is flat versus it being popped up with the foam. So again, just different options. You can fluff up your fringe as much as you want. Totally up to you. You can curl it, you can do whatever you want, or you can leave it just flat like I have here. But that's what this one looks like. And there is no foam behind. The only part that has foam on this card base is the bow. And then it opens up like that. I just had some Navy Artisan laying around. Use that as my mat. And then here is the other one. I just wanted a total different version. So I got out some scraps of all the glitter foil. Now for this one, I did mat it with a black piece. I just cut a black piece 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 and then did a mat, but I do have, you can't see, I don't think, well, I can't see, I need to put my glasses on. But I did a black glitter. It is a very like fine glitter cardstock. So black glitter, I did black foam. I did the sentiments, which I just think is so cute, having the sentiments go vertical and like a little flag. This one I matted, and I just cut these. So the sentiments, for the most part, this was my first set, so I didn't really measure it. But all the ones I did after, which I just put it in my Stampin' tool and did like the words that I liked for the presents, and just stamped out a bunch, and then I cut them 1/2-inch strips all the way down. And so you're just gonna play with, you know, what you think is best. But like I said, I did little prototypes and just played around while I was at a crop, just making sure, you know, I knew how I wanted it. After all is said and done, I wish I would have matted this in black instead of the rose gold, but it is what it is. Actually, I think this was copper, not rose gold. And then the inside looks like that. So that one is done. So we have those 3. And then I did this one again. I'm not joking, all from my scrap bin, just pulling out scraps of colors that can kind of work together. The one we're gonna put together, I just did a variety of colors. So this one has foam up here. Otherwise, everything is just nice and flat, but I did a little card here, which I will give you the measurements for the card base at the end of all of this. And then we just have a photo mat inside here. So the card base is 3 3/4 by 7 1/2. And then on the inside, this mat is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. And then I already had this cut as a scrap. I just put it in there. I just think it turned out so cute. So just so you can kind of see, regular size cards, or it could just be just this, you know, and have it just as a regular card. Okay, then this one looks the same as this one at first, but I did a little insert. So I created a pocket. I'll give you the measurements here in a second, but I created an insert. I have this old punch in my stash, but you could just cut a little notch with X-Acto knife. But I did where you could put a little gift card, and you can write a sentiment here, but it just goes in the pocket like so. I have to put that down like that. So I got some little glitter on there. Not glitter, sticky stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make this, but let me know which one is your favorite. So we have these here. I'm gonna put our little gift card back on here. I did, when making this, just so you know, so, and we'll do it in the tutorial, but I have one piece that is just cardstock for the bow, and then I have my foam plus glitter piece that I glued to that one just to have it loose. I did that so it had a good attachment to the base. And then I was going to eventually, I don't know what I was about to say eventually, I was going to have it like this, but then it the tails of the bow kept catching going in, so I just have the gift card on top of the bottom of that bow, so I'll glue that down and have it like that, so it goes in and out a little bit easier, like that. So there you go. Okay, so now for the quick tutorial. So again, for the card base, just so you guys can see the measurements, this is nice and easy, so we don't have to show this, but, and I just scored at 3 3/4, so just down the middle, fold it in half. That's your card base for this one here, like that. And then for the other one, well, and let me just show you before we get going, just in case you hop off. So what you also can do with these is you can do the layering up. You can get your shaped dies out, like a heart shape, and die cut a heart shape, and then you'll have that fringe on the heart die. There are those dies out there, but this is just a nice way to use one die different ways. So you can do that, or I thought it would be really fun with the little strips to make your own little paper tassels. I'll quickly show you how I did this. Now these would be cuter in probably like a pattern paper. I just was playing with things, you know, again, on my table that was left over. So I'll show you how I do that at the very end. But for this, okay, so first let me just show you the measurements for the pocket to make the gift card pouch. So you're gonna have a piece that is 4 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then you're just gonna score on 3 sides, so 2 short and 1 long. 1/2 inch on 3 sides, like so. And that's all you need for scoring. And this is just if you want to. You don't have to do it like this, but I wanted to give you guys, again, to show you can get one product and use them different ways. So it, you know, is a little bit more versatile. I'm just mitering the corners. So your piece should look like that. I just go through the intersection. And this is a quick project when you like start getting the things cut. I literally just went and grabbed certain colors. I haven't even gotten to, like, I want to do like a pink version, like ombre style. A version that has like all colors, like the rainbow would be really cute. Okay, so we are, I think I did not cut. Let me just see real quick. Yeah, there's a piece I did not cut. So I'm going to, hold on. I'm just going to use a scratch piece here in my room, because I'm in a different room than the, yeah, I can't even talk today. No one will see this, but it's going to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So you would do this in the white to create your pouch. And I don't quite have my filming area set up fully yet, my new one, but so 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then let's do a dry fit. All we're gonna do is glue this together like so, and that's gonna create our pouch. And you can just glue on your fringe when you put it together, but then the bottom piece, which this has to be stuck to something on the bottom. It wouldn't like flap. It wouldn't fringe. We want it to fringe. I just forgot to grab this. I could have just cut the card base that I just showed, but I wasn't thinking. And like I said, these could be any, I didn't say it, but these can be any colors you want them to be. It doesn't have to be a white base. Just look what you have in your scrap bin, pull stuff out and put it together. But I do think this is really fun to have in your stash for holiday time frames, not just birthday. Graduation's coming up, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all the days. So I think I gotta trim this one a little bit, so I'm gonna line it up a little better. Well, maybe. Okay, so it looks like this. We have all sides stuck together now. And here is the piece that's going to go on the inside. So it's 3 5/8 by, oh, I did make this a little, did I say the amount? No, I didn't. I thought I said the other size. So 3 5/8, I made it a little shorter on the sides by 3 3/4. And then I like to round my bottoms of inserts just because, you know, it's easier to get in there, and over time it won't have the dog ears. So that is, ooh, that was still kind of tight for some reason. Sometimes with your score lines, it fits, but I wanted a little shorter. I want it to slide in and out nice and easy. Just a hair. I put my guard back on because I found it in my craft room move. I knew I saved it. I just didn't remember where I put it, but I put it back on. I'm not loving it so far. I got to get used to it. I usually take them off on all my cutters because they drive me crazy when you try to fit paper in it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so for this, I did use my little notch punch, and I'm just eyeballing like 1/4 of an inch up in the middle, kind of, sort of, and creating a little notch for a gift card. Now you have your 4 pieces here, and these just get glued together. Oh, I got a glue bubble. Get that off of there. Okay, and then you just glue these all on there. You can use your tape runner, whatever you want to do. And don't put adhesive down here if you want to fringe your fringe. These were just the pieces I had left over. Like I said, I just would grab a scrap and then I would cut as many of the dies that I could fit on the paper. I would just cut different sizes. Chop, chop. Add your adhesive. There's still so many cute dies and stamps that I don't have from Pretty Pink Posh that are on the website. Even the little dog and cat is so cute. Especially to go with that new Bella Boulevard Bow Wow and Meow collection. Oh my gosh, that would be adorable to do birthday cards with that. Okay, have that one. And then this one, we're just going to do a little sliver. So you see how I'm just using random colors on this one? It was just my leftover pieces, but it's still cute. It works. Okay. Boop, boop. Now, let's see. What do we want to do here? I think I'm going to glue this on first. Yeah, let's do that. So again, don't go past the fringe. Just down to the top of the fringe, over. I just kind of went on the fringe. And stick it down. And I always, before I stick everything totally down, just make sure I'm lined up as best as it can be before I give it a good burnish. Burnish. There we go. Okay, so that is on there. Now, where's my little bow? Not my bow, my ribbon. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we can let's put this one down here. So I just kind of find the center of my fringe like this. And there's 2, so it goes in the center of these. Where's my cuts? Like that. 3, 6, 9. Nope. 3, 6. Comes over a little bit like that. There we go. It centers in between the bottom 4. So we're going to put that on. I'm trying to think. I think I'll put this on next. Okay. And I do just glue it all the way down. Look at this bubble. I filled up my glue bottle, so. Which Tiff Tip, which came from, I think it was Charisse, had found out that to make it so your glue bottle doesn't, what do you call it, like clog up? Not clog up, but I mean, basically clog up. I think this is right. We're going to see 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Not really. But it helps to make sure that your glue bottle does not go lower than like a half of a bottle. I don't know why, just that air in there clogs it up if it goes any more. And I've been testing that theory and it has been accurate so far. My glue wants to come out like crazy. So sometimes if it comes out a lot, you just have to twist off the top, let the air, you know, get in, put the top back on. But if you keep your glue bottle like pretty much like 3/4 full most of the time, you don't have to worry about it getting like stuck or not coming out. It's really weird how we figure these things out. Okay, so let me see. That's gonna go in like so. Trying to see where I want my bow to be placed. Okay, so that is in there. So my bow is going to it's kind of snug in there. So I think I'm just kind of looking at this. So it's somewhat lined up. It might be a little off, and that's okay. So I'm just looking at, this is, there we go. It's a little bit more even, holding everything in place. Yes, yes, yes. So because I'm Lizzie, this is typically what I do. I just come in, I can see where the bow is, and I'm gonna put it down just a little bit more. I don't want that to go down, I just want my bow to go down. There we go. Okay. Get some of that off. Okay. So now I know that that will be, you know, somewhat even. So for here, I just glue this to the top part, just like that. And then it's a stronger pull. And it'll stay nice and sturdy. And it doesn't have to be foam. If you don't have foam, that's okay too. Just do another layer of cardstock. So this is cardstock plus foam, and then cardstock on the bottom. What in the world? My husband's like right outside my door, talking on the phone to somebody. Okay. So then, oh, and let's put these tails. I'm gonna glue the tails down now. You just need a little bit of glue, so that way those tails won't get caught. But like I said, a gift card will be, can't see if anything's coming out. A gift card will be over it. Was I in the screen for any of that? Oh, brother. Brother. Okay, so this will go in. And you can, if you don't have like a notch punch, you can add a piece of ephemera. You guys know how to make a tuck spot. You could add scrap paper. It could be as easy as something like that to make a tuck spot for a gift card. Or you can create a little pocket on the back for a gift card. So this is just some, you know, inspiration for you. And then, all right, there we go. And then, you know, you can create your own ideas from that. But I just wanted to, again, give you guys some different ways to do some stuff. So we have this now, which you could just leave it like this. It's fine. It's cute. But we also have some of the, which I think I'm going to use this one. I haven't used this one. But I did it just, again, scraps. And you can have these just as embellishments in your stash for when you need them. But, so, like you can do, I'm just kind of looking. It could be straight across. So like this one is straight, but this one is tilted. So however you want to do it, but I think I'm going to use this funky color. Look at this back color. Ooh, crazy. These were just scraps from my stash. And we all have scraps except for Tamra, because she throws away everything. Oh my gosh, we were on the phone, I don't know, talking about something, and I asked her, I saw this like big giant white garbage can behind her with the lid up, and it was a not like it was a clean garbage can, so it looked like I was asking her, like, what does she use that for? Because it was gigantic. It was really tall. It was big. She goes, oh, I put my scraps in here, and then if I ever need them, you know, I can reach and grab. And she reaches in and grabs. I'm not kidding you all. It was like an 8x8 piece of cardstock. I was like, that is not a scrap. And she would throw that thing away. So I know when I say she's saying she'll reach in there, she will if she hasn't thrown the garbage away yet. Meaning her scrap bin. It was gigantic. I was like, that was not a scrap. I told her, I said, people would buy those scraps from you. What are you doing? But she does have a lot of paper, so I get it. We all don't have a full warehouse and a store filled with all the goodies. Okay, so there you go. Let's pate. I just think it's so cute as a little pop-up. Boop. It would be cute to put a picture there, like a birthday picture. Oh my gosh, that would be cute. So, okay, so we have that. Now I just want to quickly show you how I did the tassel, which is like, you could do it however you want. All it is rolling up these strips. So these are, again, just some of the scraps I had left over. I did this one with, this is the short one. I'm going to try this one now. And let's see. I just put like 1/8 inch score tape on here. Just at the top. You could do what adhesive too. This just gets a good stick right away. I'm not used to this area for tutorials. And burnish. We'll see if this works. I don't know. I just was trying with that other one. I did go back and just cut this one, you know, just a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more fringy fringe. But again, hold on. I want to, I'm just going to kind of, let me just kind of shape this for a second. I think it's easier when it has just a little bit of a curve to it. Maybe, maybe not. And this is thick cardstock. Okay. So I did take, I had this dowel, so I did take this dowel and I'm gonna take this off. I think it's gonna be easier for me to go this way. So I just wrapped it around there. Am I in frame? Stay in frame, Tiffany. Okay. So just getting it on there. It doesn't, you can do it without this too. So just to show you, you can just go without, you know, for me, it just kind of kept this shape a little bit better, but you can do it. You just want to try to keep it at least the same up here and as tight as possible. Now I do think my sticky glue fingers is going to take the stickiness off the tape if I keep putting my fingers in it and it won't stick at all. Okay. So we have that. That is good enough. I'm going to put a little bit of glue under there. Just hold it for a minute. Now all you need is like, I do like different sizes. Just again, I feel like there's little strips always on our table from cutoffs. So you don't want to be any bigger than 1/4 inch, but I like an 1/8 of an inch right around there or a little bit bigger. and 1/8 of an inch. So, I mean, this was just a strip on my table. And then you can cut it down to 1 inch. I'm just eyeballing it like that. Again, going to just come in, give it a little bit of shaping. This will be our handle. I think I need to cut off a little bit. Let's give it a little tall. It's going to have a tall part. I'm going to add some glue to one side and the other side. Like that. I'm not in frame. Get in frame, Tiffany. And just kind of pinch it together until the glue sets up. Like so. Okay, and then you could take another piece, which it can be pattern paper, it could be solid. Like this doesn't really let go. It does, but it doesn't. I mean, we're gonna do it anyways. Why not? But again, 1/4 of an inch is the most I would do on this. And let me just get that shape again. So you can cut this to 1 inch as well. I'm just going to wrap it around, and then when I have it where I want it, I'm going to cut it off. So just getting the glue all the way around. And let's start it right here. And go all the way, make sure you're all the way to the top. I just stuck my finger in the glue and took it off. So there's that. It just moved on me. Don't put your finger in the glue. Don't do that. Okay, so we're just going to get a little bit of overlapping. These are just like cute little extras you can put on a project. But you guys can make them cuter than this. I promise. So we're going to take off a little bit. But I thought this was a great use of the die set, was to just have a little tassel. Like that. Okay, I am going to glue this up a little bit more, just to close that part off. And again, I probably would have put like a little bit of squirt tape on the inside of that part. I'm just waiting for the glue to set up as I exfoliate my fingers. Okay, so you have a little fringe. Now on this one, because it is bigger, let me just, can you guys see this? You could do a fatter band here. That would be cute. And then have the fringe, or you can cut it up more if you want to. Like you can go further up if you can get your scissors in there. I have my big scissors. You could go further up. And don't stab yourself. Tiffany, girl, what you doing? I always, like, as I'm doing tutorials, it's really weird. I'm picturing, like, blood gushing everywhere. Like, there's going to be a day that I cut myself and, oh, it's a murder scene. I mean, I obviously probably, well, okay, knowing me, I'll probably still post it, but I might give you guys a warning. So all I'm doing is coming in and cutting these more, but you don't have to do that. These would be cute with tissue paper. Doing these with tissue paper. I'm just going to do the outside layers, just showing you that you can do this. And some of these are together and I'm cutting them at the same time. Because why not save some time? Because of how it folds up, sometimes it gets you. Okay. But they're cute. Now this one, like I said, I haven't made a big one like this. I would have put a bigger little slit up there. Or you could just cut the fringe a little higher if you want to. But it is an option for you if you want to do that with the dies. But yeah, there you guys go. Let me know what you think. I'm very happy now I have some nice, cute little birthday things in my stash that I never give to anybody because I always forget to actually give stuff away. Oh my goodness gracious. I got problems. So I will have everything linked below in the description box. If you guys are interested in any of it, please make sure you hit that link because it does help give me a little kickback and it's greatly appreciated. But if you don't, that's okay too. These are all just still cute and nice to, you know, just have some fun. But let me know what you guys think. Which one is your favorite? And I will forget this card. It's a blank one. I asked Starbucks if I can take blank ones all the time. They're like, yeah, go ahead. But just let me know which one is your favorite. And definitely go check out the other things that are listed. I mean, the shaker balls are calling my name every time I see them because they're such pretty colors. I love like the assorted one too. But so many cute things. But there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, join Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook because there's a lot of action that happens on there that won't happen anywhere else. So be sure to ask to join to be a part of that group if you aren't already. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.